Every morning I wake up much earlier than the sun to help my mother get ready for the day. I brew butter tea for my family, sweep the floor from the dust that settles overnight. I also hang the laundry outside to dry if the day is clear. Usually for breakfast we eat this ballot bread made of samba and sometimes filled with meat. It is one of the staple foods of Tibet. Some Buddhist schools of thought argue that eating meat is morally wrong, but with the harsh climate and high altitude of Tibet, we cannot survive solely on crops. My father goes to work in the mornings. He works at the mineral water factory in the city, while my mother stays at home to cook. My little brother is currently studying at the Buddhist monastery of Jogan, training to be a monk. He's only 13, but my parents wanted to send him there so he could have a better life, because being a monk in Tibet is an honorable occupation. The temple is like my second home, and it's also my school. School here is pretty intense. Everything here is pressure, especially if you want to get into a good university and get your family out of poverty. Pretty soon, all of this will be gone. Last year, the Chinese government ordered for my school to be shut down, and by next year, I will have transferred to a government-run Chinese school.
Tenzin is a great friend. She is so sweet and smart. She's going to be somebody in this world one day. I just know it. It's so fun to shoot arrows with her, even though she's a pro.
It's been great knowing Tenzin for the last few years. Having a friend that relates to us in so many ways is amazing. She's one of the most ambitious people I've ever met.
And brave too.
It's not easy for her to become a lawyer, especially when she comes from a family full of factory workers.
I think it is for the best, for Tenzin must know Mandarin better than our native language if she's to pass the university entrance exams.
To gain admission to a good university, get a good job, and get ahead in life. They don't let you get ahead in life if you're 100% Tibetan Buddhist.
Of course I'm sad. The school I have attended for so long is going to be gone soon. Whether you want to be successful or preserve tradition, we Tibetans have to choose someday. I want to be a lawyer in the future, and if I don't speak Mandarin or English, I might as well be mute. Honestly, going to a Chinese-run school will probably help me achieve my dreams, even if I don't want to admit it. Archery is my stress reliever, and a sport that helps me forget about my problems that I face at home, especially now since there's so much tension here. I also like carrying on my ancestors' traditions.
Tenzin, you're drooping again. Straighten your spine. Ooh, yeah, pull it back. And focus on your target. Wrong, and you know why. Try again.
Family prayer is an important part of all of our lives. It's a way to reflect on ourselves and to rid myself of lingering stress and anxiety. We hold malas as we chant our sacred mantras, counting the number of times the mantra is repeated. On Sunday, the high will be negative 900 degrees and the low will be negative 8,000 degrees Celsius. Make sure you stay inside because there will be 10 feet of snow that evening.
Thanks for the weather. In other news, fire appears to have engulfed the gilded roof of Tibetan Buddhism's holiest temple. Though details on the extent of the damage are scarce even 2 days later. Chinese state-controlled media confirms a blaze broke out on Saturday at the Jokan Temple in the Tibetan capital Lhasa and reported that it was quickly brought under control. No injuries were reported. Authorities appear to be censoring mentions of the fire online.
I remember when China first came to Tibet. I was around 10 years old, and my family was from the Ambo region of Tibet, and we were one of the richer ones. We had many sheep, maybe hundreds or so. When the Chinese army marched into our village. They told the villagers that our family wealth was up there. They promised the other villagers that when they gained control over Tibet, that they would have all equal amounts of food. But my father stood up against them. He said that he had worked hard to, and it was unfair to distribute the sheep equally among all the villagers. He was then jailed. Many of my friends and family went to either India or Nepal. But my mother took my brothers and me and fled east to Lhasa to live with my uncle's family. After that, Chinese police banned Dalai Lama portraits in homes and forced Tibetans to replace them with pictures of Mao Zedong. Times were horrible.
My life is being dramatically changed by the Chinese government, but I will not let them stop my religion or my way of life. This is who I was born as, who I am today, and who I will always be. They may try to take away our schools, our temples, and our language, but what they can never take away is our identity.